Hi guys, not my most glamorous look. I've just come out of the shower, my hair's still a bit damp and I've washed my topper, so I haven't got my topper on, guys. Feels lovely and soft though. I got so hot. By the time you have a shower, you come out and you just melt. That's what I felt like tonight. I feel so hot. Right, all showered, shaved. I'm going to do the washing up now. It's 21:45 hours, so if I do the washing up, then I'll have some apple pies and then I'll be putting the boys to bed. So that's the order I'm going to do it all in, guys. I've only just come downstairs. I'm all huffing and puffing still. Whew, been rushing around. Right, let's think of something to talk about. I heard a bit on the radio this morning when I was going to work, and it was that I think it was in Scotland that the people who've taken the exams can go and get their results today. I don't know which ones it is, GCEs, I don't know what they are now, CSEs. When I was at school, it was CSEs and GCEs, and that was it. When I was at school, it was the 11 plus, if you can remember the 11 plus. I was deemed too thick to sit the 11 plus, so I never actually sat that one. But all my other exams were CSEs apart from one. Yeah, I wasn't the brightest or sharpest tool in the toolbox, I'm afraid. But I had great fun at school. I couldn't wait to leave. But yeah, looking back, they were good days. But you don't realise that at the time, you just don't want to be there. Oh dear. I can always remember taking my school reports back, mainly from the junior school. I can remember that. The teachers used to give you an envelope with your school report on. You'd have to take it home and give it to your parents. And mine would always read something along the lines of easily distracted, needs to concentrate, easily led astray. Yeah. Yeah, I treated school like somewhere to go and play. I never really wanted to learn anything. I just enjoyed playing. Oh dear. It's funny because I passed all my exams, even though I didn't, well, all bar one. The one I didn't pass was physics. That was GCE physics. I was CSE in everything else. And when I went to the final school, the upper school, to finish my education and take my exams, the first year you were there, I think I was 13 when I went up there. You did everything. You did all the subjects: German, French, all the sciences, physics, what else was there? Biology, chemistry. You did everything. And then at the end of the first year, you then had to decide which subjects you wanted to take on to take exams in. And I really enjoyed physics, and I really enjoyed biology. Maths, you all had to do maths and English. That was just normal, you all did that. So you could pick what you wanted to do. So I picked physics because I really enjoyed physics. I really enjoyed physics because the teacher. I found the teacher was really, really good. He was an excellent teacher. And he inspired you to try. And I really enjoyed it. And I got on really well. So after I decided I was going to do physics, when we went back into the physics class, they called out a whole load of names. Mine was one of them. And they said, right, into the next classroom. I thought, what's going on now? And because I'd done so well with my results in the physics, they moved me from a CSE class to a GCE class. And the teacher was nothing like my old teacher. He was good at what he did, but I just didn't gel with him. I found him quite... I don't know what the word is. He wasn't as good as my last teacher. I didn't connect with him, and I didn't find it fun anymore, and so I just didn't do well. And he almost picked on me in some ways because you'd have to do assignments, things like that, and I'd always make a pig's ear of it, and he'd call you out in the class and almost ridicule you for what you'd written. And so, yeah, I just took a total dislike to the teacher and the class, and I just didn't want to be there. And I made my mind up there and then that I wasn't interested in physics anymore, And I still had to keep going to the class, but I just couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. I didn't need physics, so I didn't care less. And I did all my other exams, fantastic. I did really well. I passed every single one, all in CSE. But that one, I didn't. When I went into the exam and sat down at the desk, I just turned over the piece of paper, wrote my name on it, and I just flicked through all the questions. Thought, no, I don't know that. No, I don't know that. No, I don't. And I just once you'd actually finished your exam, you could just turn your paper over, get up and walk out of class. That's virtually what I did. I just picked it up, read through it, I put the name on the top of it, and I thought, no, I can't do any of that. And I just got up and walked out of class. And that was the end of that one. And I couldn't have cared less. I think my mum was a little bit horrified to think that I'd done that. But yeah, it was never going to happen. But all the other exams, yeah, I did really well, passed the lot. And that's the difference a good teacher makes. That is just down to the teacher. The first physics teacher I had was absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If I'd been with him for the second year and took to the second of I took it in the first year with him. The second and the third year I had to be with this other teacher. But if I think I'd stayed with that original teacher in the CSE class, I'd have stormed it. I'd have really stormed it. But there you go. It is what it is. Yeah, but I was never a good student. I remember every day I went in to do an exam, I'd take all my books in with me to do with that subject. And you'd sit in the class, they'd take the registration, and then you had to go into the hall to sit down to do the exam. And every morning I'd go in with all my paperwork, all the books I'd got, and I'd rip them up in the classroom and I threw them in the bin because I knew I'd never use them again. Even if I'd failed those exams, I wouldn't have taken them again. I wasn't interested. But I'd already lined a job up. I'd already got a job lined up. It didn't really matter what my qualifications were because I'd already got a job. And it was quite funny because when I started in the motor trade, I had to do a 4-year apprenticeship, and the apprenticeship you had to go to a college, and the college I went to was West Suffolk College in Bury St Edmunds, and it was blocks and day release. And the first year you did everybody did the same coursework, and then you sat an exam at the end of it, and it was Motor Vehicle Technicians Part 1. It was a sitting guild certification. So I took that. Everybody who did really well in that then was put forward to doing, it was master technicians. You had craft technicians or master technicians. So I went for the master tech, and I did craft Part 1 in the first year, and I stormed that one, all distinctions. Then I had technicians Part 1. Then if you took that one, you could then take craft Part 2, then technicians Part 2. So you could do 4 exams in all. And I stormed the lot, guys. Absolutely stormed it. I loved it. I really, because I enjoyed it. The teachers were excellent, really good teachers. And I enjoyed the subject. The subject was brilliant. And I remember one of the teachers saying, I was sat in the classroom in the technician class, and the teacher said, he said, every single one of you has probably got GCEs. And I thought, no, not me. I've got CSEs, straight CSEs. I'm not that smart, but I love the subject. And I've been in the motor trade now for 50 years, guys. So it really did work for me. Right, I think I'm going to do the breadboard next. Had a lovely meal this evening. Skippy cooked me a beautiful meal. So I've got lots of washing up, thanks to Skippy. But the meal was beautiful, so that was really nice. That was a cooked meal for a change. We didn't have a salad tonight. Skippy went out and she got another consignment of Too Good To Go. So the fridge is full of things to eat. So I took some to work today, and I've got more to take tomorrow and the next day and so on. I should be able to do the whole week without having to go and buy anything else. It's absolutely rammed, the fridge. It's really good. Sooty's sat on that step beside me. He likes the cool again. Right, I'm on the plates now, guys. Here we go. Right, somebody sent me a message saying, have you seen your sister's car yet? No, that's going to happen tomorrow, guys. She's picking up on Wednesday. I believe Wednesday is her day off work. She only does a 3-day week anyway, and I think that's the day she's arranged to go and pick it up. So I'm expecting her when I get back from work tomorrow. She'll probably phone me up and say, are you home yet? Can I come and show you my car? That's what I'm expecting her to do. She'll probably take me out for a drive as well. I know what she's like. So yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm pleased she's found herself another car. And she actually she did really well when she went to see this car. She'd seen this car herself. She looking at these particular cars because my elder sister has just bought one. And she's seen it and been out in it and she loves it. So she went looking and she found one fairly locally. And she went to have a look and she liked it. But she didn't think any more of it. And when I did her car for her the other week, I did the brakes for her. She was expecting it to be lots and lots of money, but it wasn't. It didn't cost much at all, guys. And because she hadn't had to spend a lot of money on her car, she had a bit of spare cash. And so she said to her husband, she said, can we go and look at this? And so they both went to this garage to have a look, and they chatted with the salesman, and they did the deal. And he was very good, the salesman, because he offered them something like £1,000 for their car. And she said, oh no, we need more than that. They go for a lot more than that. And the salesman said to them, he said, yes, you're right, they do go for a lot more than that. He said, but you'd have to sell it privately to get that. He said, I can't offer you that because I've got to put it through the workshops and I've got to service it and put an MOT on it and I've got to spend money on it. He said, but yes, you could sell it privately and you'd make more money. And I think he offered her £1,000, and he said you could probably advertise it for 1,600 and get it straight away. So she thought, right, I'll try it. So she went home, she advertised the car, she sold it just like that. She said she hadn't had it on there a couple of hours and it sold locally as well, which is even better. Very close to where she lives, so that's even better again. She chatted with the person who said they'd like to buy it. And she said she's not picking her car up until Wednesday, and they said, yeah, that's fine, you hang on to it till Wednesday, and then once you've got your new car, we'll have it then if that's okay. And she said, yeah, that's fantastic. So that's what's happened. So she's done really well. The salesman was very good in what he'd told her. He was right, and yeah, she listened to him and she did it, and she got her money. So she's done really well. So yeah, I did say to her, one of the things I said to her when she was talking about buying cars, and this was quite a while ago, I said, if you're going to go and buy another car, I said, don't buy a diesel. Whatever you do, just don't buy a diesel. So, do you know what this new car is? Yeah. Yeah, I know. But then, if she wants it, she wants it. It's up to her. I have warned her, and she's aware of the situation. It might end up costing her dear, but hey, it's her money. And if it's what she wants, that's fine. You can only give people advice, guys, and they either take it or they don't. And then later on they realise why you told them what you did. But, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that, but that's going to be tomorrow evening. Right, now, what else can I do? I have got a saucepan to do. I've got the big saucepan on the cooker. That's still got some pasta in it. So I might put that into a Tupperware container and take that to work tomorrow. We had minced beef and pasta tonight. So there's some left in there. So if I put it in a Tupperware container, I could take it to work and reheat it tomorrow. That'd be nice. So I might do that. But that's still in there at the moment. I should imagine it's probably cooled down by now. Right, if I do that. And that one. Right, what else can I tell you guys? Trying to think of exciting things to tell you. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all, can't think of anything. I have got another hair appointment with Megan in a couple of weeks' time. That's to have the extensions moved up again. I have got another topper as well. I've got 2 toppers now, both exactly the same. The first one, or the one I wear all the time at the moment, is the one that Megan has already trimmed for me, trimmed to fit. But the new one is still brand new in the box, so I'm going to take that with me when I go and see her in a couple of weeks and get her to trim that one as well. So I've got 2 that are all trimmed, ready to use. Then I'll probably wear them alternately, just to keep them at the same sort of rate of wear. And she's going to move these extensions up again. If I need any more extensions, she'll tell me. I have got a lot of extensions in there, and it's quite thick. The extensions are quite thick. And if I do get new ones, she tends to put the new ones to the front and put the older ones towards the back. But they are lovely. They are really good, and they have stayed in really well. I think I've had one come out in probably about 10 weeks, so that's really good. And that's because I caught it with a hairbrush. I had a knot in it and I gave it a tug and it pulled it out. But that was my own fault. You just have to be very careful. You have to hold your hair when you brush it and start on the tips and then work your way up, gradually getting all the snags out. And this one, it just had a knot in it. I gave it too much of a pull and it popped one out. But yeah, that was my own fault. But that's the only one that's come out, so that's really good. So far. I shouldn't have said that, should I? I have a whole load come out now. Right, that's it. Right, shall I do that saucepan now? There was something that was mentioned to me. Who sent that to me? My eldest sister. There was a message she sent me about letting your dogs play in the river. Now, I do that when I take my boys out for a walk. I always go via the river, and the boys will go and jump in the river or paddle in the river. They don't jump in it, they paddle and drink. And my sister, my elder sister, she sent me a message. It was something that was advertised in the local paper about people like myself letting their dogs play in the river. And apparently the river's got this blue-green algae in it, and apparently that's toxic. And there's been 3 dogs die from drinking the river water in the same area that I take my boys. So it's like, oh my goodness. So I dodged a bullet there, I think. So yeah, they won't be drinking the water anymore. Well, I think once the blue-green algae's gone and maybe the rivers are flushed out, then they'll be fine. But apparently at the moment there's a lot of blue-green algae and it's poisonous. So that's something I didn't realise. So my boys won't be going paddling in that section of the river I go in anymore. They just have to look at it from afar. There we go. Okay, well, that's that one. Right, that just leaves me the big frying pan, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. I think I might scrape out the contents into a Tupperware container, and then I'll soak that. I'll boil the kettle and fill up some hot water and soap, and I'll let that one stand. And then I'll possibly clean that one tomorrow. Right, that's all the washing up done. So that calls for apple pies. And I have got a selection of apple pies again, because I ran out the other day. It was like that horror moment. I went to the cupboard to get my apple pies and went, oh, they've all gone. I've eaten them all. Yes. I think it's the first time I've ever done that. Right, let me just wipe my gloves. Right, so time-wise, how long I've been on this? 18 minutes now. So what I'll do now, guys, is I'm going to put this one on for you, and then I will do another video where I'll put the boys to bed, and that will be it for the night. So I'm going to sign out now, do my apple pie, sit in the front room. The boys will probably come through with me, and then I'm going to do the wash up after. Put the boys to bed after that. So I'm going to sign out now, and I shall speak to you guys a little bit later. Okay, bye bye.